See specific instructions on how to run the crux rapid. So listen carefully. Okay. We gathered at the put-in, a rather scruffy band, unloaded our equipment and camped there on the sand. Utah's painted desert was as hot as it could be, and the river sliding through it was a silent mystery. We spoke of Anasazi dwellings, outlaw caves, and more. We gathered at the put-in, eager to explore. The sun was down, the crewmen fed. We sought the fire's light, while there above like a blanket spread the warm and starry night. And on such nights friends settle back to see familiar stars and hear the river talking and make a game of finding Mars. The bullfrog sends a message that vibrates in our chest. The moon, a ponderous traveler, settles slowly in the west. Fire down to embers, we head off for our bed and let the desert whisper subtle secrets in our head. And if a desert dweller has a bittersweet reply, and a lone coyote wakes us with his long and plaintive cry, we might struggle from our slumber back to reality and ponder for a moment our own mortality. The bacon sizzled in the pan, the coffee cast its spell. We gaped and stretched and sniffed the air and figured life was swell. But everyone was glancing at the river running high, and the canyon mouth was waiting, and the sun crept up the sky. So we started into loading, broke camp and looked around. Sand poured between our fingers and drifted to the ground. Well, blow the boats up tight, boys. Check every strap and tie. Today we're running rapids that'll make you want to cry. Check the oarlocks one more time. Cinch your jackets tight. Today we're running rapids that'll make your knuckles white. We headed down the canyon and the walls grew dark and grim. A heron lifted from a rock. There was not a breath of wind. The glassy current held us as we watched the heron soar, and then the river fell away and we heard a muffled roar. White foam danced in sunlight just below the drop. We drifted sideways down the tongue and lined up at the top. The first wave stood like a breaking sea, frozen in its place. We hit the trough, laid on the oars, and climbed right up its face. The second wave was breaking too. We saw it rising high, and at the bottom all the world was water, foam, and sky. We dug in hard and punched the curl. The tubes were sucking air. We seesawed down, and again we found water everywhere. We were feeling brave in the tail waves, so we all let out a shout. 3 boats went down the devil's throat, and 3 came floating out. We camped among some ancient rocks at the bottom of the world. Far above the canyon walls, a redtail dipped and swirled. We talked about the runs we'd made and what was yet to come, and the stars came out to mock us, and someone began to hum a river song we'd brought along, and we felt so small and free, and the sand slipped through our fingers, mountains going to the sea. Well, blow the boats up tight, boys. Check every strap and tie. Today we're running rapids that'll make you want to cry. Check the oarlocks one more time. Cinch your jackets tight. Today we're running rapids that'll make your knuckles white. The walls grew black as Satan's hide. They leaped up to the sky. The current pulled us swiftly on. We heard a heron cry. We checked the throw bags one more time, one by one, and gave the oars a pull. We waited for the sound we knew was a rapid known as Skull. We ferried right to miss the rocks like hounds from Satan's gate, and looked into the crashing hole and saw a hellish fate. We pulled back hard to break away. We dare not stop or pause, then spun the boat the other way and slipped past those gaping jaws. And past the room of doom we took a roller coaster ride, and every crewman turned to see what might be caught inside. And once my journey's ended, though I know not where or when, I'll think of running rapids with my river-running friends. And if it's to that big old eddy I somehow find my way, just listen to the river, because I'm sure you'll hear me say, blow the boats up tight, boys. Check every strap and tie. Today we're running rapids that'll make you want to cry. Check the oarlocks one more time. Cinch your jackets tight. Today we're running rapids that'll make your knuckles white.
Wow, that's really good, Joe. Excellent.
Did you write that?
Yeah.
Wow, that was good. That's great.
Now they're freaking out over here.
I don't want to go the rest of the way.
I want to get off right here.
Well, you gotta make your knuckles white. That's what the whole thing.
Joe, I close that when I'm guiding, like, check the overlock.
Yeah, you do. That's neat. So my poem's getting around in the river. That's good.
That's amazing.
Stop recording, Mom. No, now we're gonna have to like go through like minutes and minutes of just dead time.
Do you have your
Find
one
the
about
awkward
bubbles?
silence.
Oh, I didn't bring it. I
Listen
didn't
to
think
bubbles
about that.
busting. Stop looking at me.
Yeah, that would have been neat.
I can't take this.
I don't know if I could remember it. It was nice.
Oh, what?
Prairie fires bringing a lot of tequila.
Chivvies were down.
Stop it, Mom. I think I'd just be going to
I don't remember, but it's got
just turn it off for a
the
second.
spirit of John Wesley Powell comes and
No, stop.
helps, you know, help get the boat squared away because there was a big windstorm. It was
Stop.
pretty good.
Like, just hit the red button.
I haven't tried their thing. I didn't do
Well,
anything.
if love was anything like that one,
I just noticed the girl was enjoying herself.
probably just good.